Hello and welcome to another episode of How to Be a Great Player. We're taking a little bit of a break from our usual exploration of character type, and really this video is, well, it's a relaxation video. I'm standing in our botanical gardens here in the heart of Johannesburg, in the middle of the city basically, and this is a recreational park. People from, as you can see, cyclists all over come through here to get away from city and enjoy a little bit of nature for what it's worth. Now, what does what does this have to do with you as a player? Well, the question I have to ask you is, our game is a sedentary game, and as you can see, I'm a very sedentary person. So all I can do in this little video is to encourage you to occasionally step out. Take a stroll down through any kind of park that you might have so that you can, well, get a little bit of exercise, but more importantly, so that you can experience what it might be like for your character moving through a forest. Absorb the sounds that you hear. Try and recall the way that your feet feel as you walk over dead leaves. I hope the filming is right. I'm on my camera here on my phone, so forgive me. But stop. Look up. See how the light comes in through those leaves? Our game is all about imagination, and the important thing is that you've got to fuel that imagination somehow. How do you do that? Well, one of the things is by experience. What is it like? Imagine that that's a little goblin on a pony instead of a little goblin on a bike. And our imagination is only as good as our experiences oftentimes. So we need to do everything in our power to fuel that. Now look at these flowers. Flowers, please. Look at the flowers. The flowers. These are amazing. Beautiful little flowers. If you're playing a druid or a ranger or someone who's supposed to be in tune with nature, well, what better place to fuel your vocabulary about, well, I look through the forest for some flowers that are delicate white and pink. Their petals can be brewed into a tea which creates this amazing healing property. It's about trying to give yourself as much opportunity to describe what does the bark on the tree feel like as you're climbing up it to get a higher advantage point. You can't describe it if you haven't experienced it yourself. Now, obviously, I'm not describing that you should go out there and kill a couple orcs, because that would be a bad idea. But again, just building up a vocabulary. Now, these particular plants here are very common in this country, but I want to bring your attention to the plants behind me. They're an arum lily, very common plant, very pretty plant. They look like cups to me. Again, by experiencing, by looking, by absorbing, by just being, you create a much, much more visceral sense. So we've got arum lilies down there, and then if I look down below me, and I can, but I don't know if I can film it. Let me try. Look down here. Don't know if you can see that. I hope you could see that. It's a little wild strawberry. Again, it's just about building up your vocabulary and your visual sense of what it's like to be out in a forest, and in this case, one next to a major highway. I hope this has inspired you a little bit to perhaps get out, get away from the table for just an hour, go for a stroll, and then afterwards treat yourself to a cup of tea and scones with jam and cream. So until next time, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we're now on Patreon, so if you want to see us do more things with the channel, head on over to our Patreon page. But whatever you do, until next time, happy walking, happy playing.